Today we'll be learning about the basics of Google Meet. To get to Google Meet, you're going to go to any of the Google screens and go to the upper right-hand corner where you see the waffle grid and click on Google Apps. Please make sure you are logged into your ltps.info account. But you're going to click on there, scroll down to Meet, which is going to launch Google Meet. From here you can either create a new meeting or you can join a existing meeting if you have a code to join. We're going to click on New Meeting for the purposes here. Here you can either create a meeting for later, start an instant meeting, or schedule it right in Google Calendar. In this case, we're going to start an instant meeting. And here it adds me. My meeting is ready in the lower left-hand corner. It shows my code of my meeting right here. And I can directly add others if I want. So in this case, I'm going to add some of the members of the tech department. And I'm going to send them an email to invite them. And it says down here, invite sent. And I'll wait for them to join our meeting. You can see people starting to join our meeting. And now we have a meeting with a bunch of people in it. I'm going to go through the toolbar on the bottom. On the left-hand corner down here, you see the meeting code. Here you'd have your microphone settings, which if you have a different microphone, if you have an alternate microphone that you want to use, you can select it there. This is also where you can mute. You can turn off the microphone. And if you're talking and you're muted, it actually pops up and asks you, are you muted? Do you want to stay muted? Also, the same can be said for the controls of the video settings. You can use an integrated webcam, or you can use an external webcam. And to turn off your camera, you just click on there and it shows again that you have your camera off. It does have a closed caption setting, and it shows who's talking. You can turn that off. You can send emoji reactions, thumbs up, heart, etc., all these kinds of things. If you wanted to present, you click on this button here, and it actually brings up a bunch of things that you can choose, either a Chrome tab, a window, or an entire screen that you want to share. If you are in the group and you want to raise your hand, you click on there and it shows that I have my hand raised. And there's also more options, which we'll get to in a minute. I'll come back to that. I'm going to skip over that. Click on I is meeting details. Again, it's the same kind of stuff that was showed up in the bottom left-hand corner, which you can close. If you click on this next icon, it shows all the people. You can't unmute somebody, but if somebody is making noise, you can mute them. So if somebody has their microphone on and they're making noise, the host can mute. Here's also where you could add somebody as a co-host. In this case, I'm going to add Matt as a co-host. And so now he is a co-host. It shows right down there. And now Matt has the same functionality that I have as a host, as opposed to the other people that are just meeting participants. There's a chat window, and here you can actually say you don't want there to be a chat. You can actually turn that off and nobody will have access to the chat, or you can turn it on. Over here is activities, and we're actually going to show this in a future video, so I'll save that for later. And then finally on the right hand side is host controls. This allows you to allow other people to do different things, whether other members can share their screen or send chat messages or reactions, whether or not you want to allow people to actually turn on their microphone or their video. You might actually have a situation where you just want to broadcast and you don't want there to be interaction. There's a bunch of other host controls. Host must join before anyone else. You can make it completely open. Anyone can join in. You can make it that only people who belong to our organization, our ltps.info. And I can also make it restricted, which is what I did in this case. It automatically defaults to that, which is it only allows for people that have been invited. There's also some other settings, attendance tracking, which will give you a email of the group's attendance, everyone who attended the meeting. And then there's also, this is where you control whether or not you allow questions in Q&A. Let's go back to more options finally. And in more options, this is where you can decide you want to record a meeting. This is also where you can change the layout. And if I click here, there are multiple different options. It defaults to auto, but I can also make tiled. There we go. It shows all the people that are in there. This can be changed with a maximum number of tiles, so you can have up to 49 tiles here, or you can set it that you only want 9 or 6 or whatever. So they have different settings, but it will automatically resize depending on how many people you have. They also have the spotlight, which is only going to show the last person who talked. And then they also have sidebar, which is what it automatically goes to if you are sharing a document. It'll put all of your users on the right-hand side. So let's go back to tiled layout. Other things you can do are apply visual effects. So this is where you can blur your background. And you can see now my background is blurred. You can also put a background. Different types of backgrounds that are available. I wouldn't recommend using the filters, but you could also change appearance. So you can adjust lighting, which will help if you have a bright background. You can see it lightened up my face. And then there's also touch-up, which allows for subtle or smoothing touch-up for those of you who don't like the way you look on camera. There's also different lighting that you can do. What I found is that cloudy day actually brightens up the camera as well. And then to leave the call is this final button, this red button, and that will exit the call.